Hello class. I hope you enjoyed the first assignment. Here's your second assignment. We're going to talk about scales and the Brown-Eyed Girl riff that's in the beginning of the tune. If you haven't heard it before, it sounds like this. Okay, we're going to go over that and talk about the scale that goes along with the three songs we learned. Let's start off with our G scale. Okay, we are in the key of G as we talked about in class. Here is our G scale. I'm going to play it once and then I'll zoom in and play it for you slowly. That's one octave using open strings. Continue on, it would sound like this. So together, both octaves. Now if you notice, I'm starting here in the second position, second fret with my middle finger. When I play the open G, I move to the first position, first fret, and continue on. That's one way of playing a G major scale, using open strings. The E minor pentatonic fits in this scale. So, E minor and G are related. Something to keep in mind. Okay. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. We're going to end on our open G here. Okay, try it again. Okay, here's a second octave using open strings. We'll start with our open G right here. Second fret with our middle finger. Open B. C, D, E, F sharp, G. Here it is again. Faster. Okay, both octaves. Here we go. Quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you want to go back down. Second part of our G major scale involves playing the scale without open strings. Okay, we're going to be working around positions here. I'll play it once for you to see, and then I'll talk a little more in depth. If I were to play just one octave, it would sound like this, and look like this. Notice my pinky finishes the scale. Okay? But if we want to play two octaves, we have to shift our position. One more time. I'm going to zoom in so you can get a closer view of my hand position. Okay, G major scale using only frets. Here we go. Second finger, we're in the second position here. Only frets. starting with our middle finger, using our pinky for the next note. A, B, C, D, E, F, sharp, G, F sharp, G. Here it is again, first octave. Okay. Now, when we continue on, that's just one octave. But when we plan on continuing the scale, we need to make a shift. And I'll show you right here. Here's our first octave. Shift with our middle finger. Now we're in our fourth position. Shift. So we're going to use two shifts in this octave, in this register. Shift. Shift. We're keeping our positions going. Okay, here we go again. 3, 4. First octave in the second position. Shift. If we're going to continue, shift again. Okay? So if we were only going to play one octave, then we can end with the pinky here. That's fine. If we're going to continue on with the second octave, we need to shift, shift again. So we work on our scales for a couple reasons. To develop technique and understanding of the key harmonically, but it's also a tool to compose little riffs and licks that are used in so many songs. For example, Brown Eyed Girl, as I mentioned earlier, we have this opening lick. This is an iconic lick. People hear that and they know, oh, that's Brown Eyed Girl. And it's using double stops. I'll probably pick out a couple more songs in the key of G that have iconic licks and such, so you can practice these ideas out. But for now, let's look at Brown Eyed Girl. As I mentioned, this is a double stop. Two notes played at the same time. Sometimes they're played in thirds, sometimes in sixes, sometimes in tenths. But we're going to focus on what's called a sixth. That means the distance between these two notes are 6 notes apart. Okay? So, here it is. Now, if you notice, I'm using my thumb and my middle finger. I have my pick here. But if you want to use your pick, you can use your pick and your middle finger. That's called hybrid picking, where you're using both styles. Okay? Once again. And this happens in the introduction of the song. So it happens over G. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum. Happens over that section. Here it is again, a little closer to tempo. 1, 2, 3, and. Here's the introduction to Brown Eyed Girl using double stops. First finger here, 3rd fret, 1st string. Second finger, your middle finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Then play these two together with your thumb and your 1st finger, or a pick and your finger. Either way is fine. Here's my right hand. Notice I'm skipping that 2nd string. Okay, so we've got these two here. Now I'm going to leave my middle finger down. It's going to slide to the 5th fret while I add this finger to the 5th fret of the 1st string. Good. Then I'm going to slide this shape down 2 and then back. Here it is again. Okay, the next half, we're going to use mostly the same shapes. It's going to move around a little bit differently. Starting here, first finger, middle finger, 8th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret, 11th fret, both on the 12th fret, back down. Here it is, in time. Then we go back to the original where we're on the 3rd and 4th fret. Then the last section, we use this shape here. You can see, middle finger here, here. We don't break our middle finger. We're still sliding from here to here. Play these 2. So this shape here. Now you notice we have 2 shapes. We have this shape here, and then we have this shape here. And then we move it down, back down. In time. And then we start our strumming pattern for Brown Eyed Girl. So class, work on these scales slowly. Get them under your fingers in both positions. Also remember the last handout I gave you with the key of G. Know what these notes are and where they are. Practice that Brown Eyed Girl lick very slowly as well. It'll take some time adjusting with 2 fingers, but just take your time with it. Lastly, I'm uploading the Q&A blues that we talked about not too long ago, and most of you were playing it really well. I recorded it for you guys to practice along with it in case you didn't get it all the way and you want to continue to work on it. It's there for you too. So send me your recordings. I want to see how you're doing. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll get another class for you up and running for you guys very soon. Talk to you soon. Stay safe out there.